everyone, it's Dominique from Lunar Light Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another pick a card reading for you. This is all about what do people secretly want to tell you, okay? Kind of what the people are too afraid to tell you. So for pile number one, I have the Alchemist card with the orange citrine. Pile number two is the Femme Fatale card with the carnelian crystal. And pile number three is the Hedonist card with the fluorite crystal. I'll give you a few seconds to choose, but first I want to let you know that I do have the OG reading today. That is a bonus reading at the end of the video for my subscribers only, my OGs. Not too late to get in on that. If you want, go ahead and click that red button and become an OG today so you can watch the reading. It's going to be all about the messages you need to hear from your higher self. Super excited to get into that, but without any further ado, I'll let you guys choose now without any distractions, and then we'll get into your reading. All right. Hey everyone, and welcome to pile number one. If you chose this Alchemist card or this orange citrine crystal, this one is for you. Let's go ahead and get into what do people secretly want to tell you, okay? I'm gonna start with the card that you chose, all right? So off the bat, people secretly want to tell you that they're amazed about the way that you transformed your life, okay? The light attribute here reads, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. People feel like you have gone through certain trials, tribulations, challenges in your life that you've been able to transform into wisdom. I'm also picking up that people are very impressed by the way that you have not become bitter about your life circumstances. Instead, you've become better. Some of you may have battled certain addictions. Now, it could be, you know, like a smaller addiction. I mean, so like maybe I wouldn't say vaping is a smaller addiction, but yeah, like vaping. Okay, or it could be like even bigger things, you know, and people are really impressed with the way that you've been able to either conquer that or make a lot of progress with that. Okay, what else I'm picking up on here? It seems like whatever you go through, you always learn a lesson from it. That's what people want to tell you. Like they get nervous about telling you that because they don't always know how you're gonna take it. If they make it known that they've seen you go through things and they've seen you in a worse place than you are today. But they're very impressed about how you've been able to come to this transformation. I'm also picking up on your mental health. Like people are very impressed with how far you've come with your mental health as well, okay? So that's what I'm picking up just from the card. Let's go ahead and find out more with tarot, okay? Today I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot to start. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? You have the Justice card. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? Keep this upright. Four of Wands. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? The Chariot. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? And the Sun. Wow. Pile number one, you've got a personality on you. And people really enjoy having you around. I think that sometimes you don't realize the way that you come off to others. You may have a bit of like an insecurity sometimes, or you just feel, I don't know, it's almost like you don't realize how amazing you are to be around, okay? I'm just picking that up energetically. Well, people secretly want to tell you, they feel like you're very fair, that you're a good judge of character, you have great discernment, and it seems like in your life, you always end up in a level place, okay? People might also phrase this by saying like you always end up on top, all right? Even when you go through some kind of a challenge or hardship, a struggle, you always end up in this place that makes sense for you and where you've learned a significant lesson from your experiences to be able to get you to a better mindset, a better place, a place of abundance even, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. I'm also seeing that you are very decisive when it comes to who you want in your life, what you want in your life. People really respect that about you and they feel chosen. When they get to be in your life long term, they understand that your presence is a choice and that you're often reevaluating your relationships to see if they still resonate with you. with the Four of Wands, people want to tell you that you're very fun at events, okay? Social events. They really enjoy your presence there. You're so easy to talk to. You have this aura that just makes people feel so warm and welcomed. You're very inviting. You're very kind, okay? I feel like you make friends very easily, okay? I feel like, yeah, people are impressed with your social skills. I'm picking that up. People are very impressed with your social skills more than they thought they would be. All right. I'm picking up that people secretly want to tell you that they kind of thought this was a facade, your personality. They wonder, like, oh, are they really that positive? Are they really that welcoming? Are they really that kind? Or is the well going to run out at some point? Of course, you all have social batteries and things like that, but for the most part, your personality is the same. You show who you are. You're very authentic, and people really respect that about you. They find that to be really intriguing and interesting because they feel like they haven't met someone who is so open, kind, and friendly, but also not naive. Someone who's very wise and discerning and a good judge of character. You really had that balance going for you. People secretly want to tell you that they see your life is on track and that you're quickly moving towards your goals. So much, in fact, that they feel like you have had to set new goals recently because you've accomplished a lot of things. With the Chariot here, people can also like the car that you drive. If you do drive a motorcycle at all, they could like your motorcycle. Okay, people could like the vehicle that you use for transformation for transportation, and they find that to be interesting. They find that to, like, I don't know, give you some kind of a quality or a quirk or an edge. But yeah, they want to tell you that they see that you're very in control of your life. And they find that attractive. People definitely find your motivation and direction attractive. Then we also have the Sun. This is one of the best cards that you can get in the deck, okay? Essentially, people want to tell you that you have a great personality. Again, you're very warm and inviting, and you almost have this childlike energy to you, not in terms of innocence, but in terms of awe of life. All right. It seems like you're still in love with life. Seems like you still have that sparkle in your eye, that glitter. You know, you make people feel like, wow, there's still more life to live. There's still more things to try. Like, I need to go out there. I need to grab life by the horns because you make life seem exciting. You can also be someone who is open to taking risks in your life. Okay. You're not completely risk averse as long as you have done proper research. You're the kind of person who would like pack up and move to a new city or get a new pet or find a new job, try a new hobby. You really enjoy enriching your life with different experiences, and people think very highly of you because of that. You could also be really into music. People secretly want to tell you that they like your taste in music. Okay, let's continue here. We have the archetype deck that I'm shuffling now. Okay, we're gonna take that. Victim. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? Pioneer. Interesting. Okay, the victim card, the message is very clear, and it goes back to the first message that I got with the Alchemist, right? People are very impressed as to how you have not made yourself out to be the victim because of your life circumstances. Okay, especially the people who know you well. I'm picking up like family, old friends that have been with you since day one, that kind of thing. They find you very inspiring because you don't allow yourself to be the victim in your own story. Maybe you're a survivor, maybe you're a warrior, but really you're the alchemist. Okay, you look at your life story like a testimony, not as the story of someone who's been beaten down time and time and time again and is just standing up for the moment until something bad happens, or their shoe drops. You're not that kind of person, okay? You really take an accountability for what you could control in your life and then made significant changes. People want to tell you that they're very impressed that you don't let yourself get trapped in one mindset. Okay. In fact, you're a pioneer of mindset. You're open to thinking in new ways. You're open to being wrong and continuing to evolve and to learn and to grow into the best version of yourself. With the pioneer, people also feel like you have a passion for creating. You have a passion for exploring and understanding more about life. Okay. You're a natural visionary. You're a natural leader. You're a natural pathfinder. You could be someone who's done something for the first time in your family, whether it be like graduating college, living in a different state or country, being an entrepreneur in some sense, okay? You're the first one to do something in your family. All right. It could be as simple as like you're the first hairstylist in your family, but it requires a different skill set. And a lot of people can see that you've chosen this career path or this path in general because there's something special about you. There's something different. Okay. I think a lot of people secretly look up to you and see you as a role model. You have role modeled to them how to turn their pain and hardships into understanding and into internal power. Okay. So let's see more. Let's look at my white and yellow deck. Okay. As I was shuffling in your energy for pile number one, I did get the spiritual guru, high priestess, living divine path. And it's no surprise here. People secretly want to tell you that they look up to you. Okay. You are almost a guru to other people. They want to model after you in a spiritual sense. This is not just like, oh, I want to copy this person's outfits or hairstyles. This is something so much deeper. They want to model the way that you have transformed your mind after you, okay? They want to copy the transformation that you've had, okay? What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? What do we have here? Are you seeing someone else? This is interesting. Some of you could be dating right now and people are curious. They want to tell you, or they want to ask you rather, if you are seeing other people, okay? This is interesting. There is a message here about people wondering how far you take your flirting skills, how far you take your allure. I know we're going in a different direction right now, but what I'm picking up on is that people feel like you can have anyone you want. I know, going in such a different direction, but that's what I'm picking up on. Like, people kind of wonder, like, are you using your allure to your advantage, like to a bad advantage? Because they kind of feel like you could pull a lot of people. So they're curious if you're seeing someone right now. People are curious if you're dating, if you're single, they want to know who you're dating. If you're already in a relationship, people are wondering, like, do you have someone on the side? Just because you could. They feel like you could, okay? Not saying the moral wise of that, but they feel like you could, okay? I find you insanely attractive at the top of the deck as well. Don't take it as a bad thing. I mean, people are just wondering because they feel like you have it like that, to be honest, okay? We have self-love, self-aware, priorities, and boundaries that just fell into my lap, okay? The people want to tell you that they realize that you're very self-aware. You're very reflective. I feel the self-aware is coming out the most to me for this pile. You're very aware of how you're perceived. And sometimes that can be difficult for you. I feel that way. And I feel like you are also very adamant about consistently working on your self-love. People want to tell you that, like, they notice that you're very self-aware. They notice that you're reflective. They notice that you have priorities and boundaries. We also have the baddest on the block. Okay. So people are, again, they want to tell you that you're bad as hell, okay? They want to tell you that they find you very attractive. They also want to tell you that you have gorgeous hair. For some of you, you've been working on your hair for some time, okay? And people want to tell you that they've noticed it's gotten longer, it's gotten healthier, or they like your haircut or whatever it is, okay? They want to tell you that they notice your hair and they like your hair on you. Okay, we also have busy bee, working hard, and slipping social life. So yeah, people want to tell you that you work too hard, lol. Maybe it's not too hard, but they notice that you're a hard worker and that you have a strong work ethic and that you will choose your progression and your responsibilities over like a night out with friends. If it means, you have to sacrifice for responsibility, you'll do your responsibilities. So people think you're very responsible. They think you're definitely a hard worker. You're not afraid of hard work to get to where you want to go. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? You have high standards and people meet them. Yes, exactly. You're someone who wants the best for yourself, and you would never put a standard onto someone else that you wouldn't do yourself, okay? We have Virgo vibes. You're grounded, thoughtful, and incredibly insightful. Ooh, I love it. So yes, you're very insightful. So people want to tell you, again, they learn so much from you. They're just flipping now. The way you walk is very sexy. People want to tell you that. Let's see. They plan on asking you out very soon. So someone could want to ask you out. I'm also picking up that someone hopes that they see you out possibly again. Someone hopes that they see you out again. There are some people who may have a crush on you, but they feel like they can't tell you, and they just hope that they see you out. I hope that makes sense. If someone came to mind, then it is that person. Confirmation, okay? They understand your perspective more deeply now. People want to tell you that your hot takes on things make a lot of sense. People like your opinions on complex topics. They feel like you're very well educated, all right? And it may not be, in the same aspects for everybody. Some people are going to be in politics. Some people are going to be in metaphysics. Some people are going to be in more specific niches like hair care or wellness or, dating, right? But people feel like you have a very strong perspective in maybe one or a couple of these kinds of topics, and they really enjoy your opinions, all right? People feel like your opinions are the truth. They're the way, low-key. Okay? So you're very wise. Again, you're definitely very wise. What do people secretly want to tell pile number one? You look very successful financially. Yeah, you guys look like you have it together. It's giving all that in a bag of chips for sure. People wonder how much money you do have. They can't wait to see you again. Okay, what did I say? Either someone does plan on asking you out, and that's what they want to tell you, is that they want to ask you out on a date, or someone is holding back on asking you out and they want to see you in public because they don't really get the chance to talk to you in a romantic way like that, but sometimes they get to see you in public. It's going to be someone that you see at the gym, at work, or someone that, or like a friend of a friend that you happen to see at a lot of social events. Okay, that's what it's giving. They can't stop thinking about you. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's someone who has a crush on you. That's what they want to tell you. They can't stop thinking about you. But you know what? This isn't just one person. There is one person coming through stronger than the rest. But there are multiple people who, one, find you attractive, and two, think about your story because they loved your progression. Okay? And they find your progression to be inspiring. Okay, next we have you're incredibly wise beyond your years. Come on, y'all. You already know what it is. Incredibly wise. And the next one. You unknowingly seduce natural siren vibes. Yeah, I mean, for sure. We also have you're the full package here. 100%. 100% you're the full package. Okay, guys, we are not done yet. We're about to get some channeled messages from my new Oracle book, Cosmic Confessions, Channeled Secrets and Surprises. Yay! This is my author's copy, which is why it has that band there. I blessed it, so now I'm just using it. I don't know if I'm gonna get like my actual book. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at this and find out what do people secretly want to tell you. Okay, what do people secretly want to tell pile number one? What do they want to tell pile number one? Let's see. Ooh, okay, this is good. Oh my God, this is a good one. Looking at you almost makes me enter a trance-like state. I love your features. I keep examining you, wondering how you look so good all the time. You may not see what I see, but you're so beautiful. I think you're wonderfully unique. You're so dynamic as well. What makes you so sexy is that you're not one-dimensional. On the surface, I thought you were one thing, but you keep surprising me with your depth. I'm impressed and turned on by you. I hope I can get to know you better. Ooh, that is a good one. Okay, so I love it. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do the second one, okay? What do people secretly want to tell? Pile number one. Okay, well, these are sexy, guys. I'm gonna choose this one. I want you so damn bad, but I'm staying away from you for a reason. Truly, I don't feel good enough to be with someone like you. You're a star, born for success and born to shine. It's so obvious, there's no need to deny it. We may be a good match at the moment, but let's be real, we wouldn't really last. I can tell you require care and experiences that I can't provide. I find you so damn sexy. I have dirty thoughts about you. Nothing will please me more than to pursue you. However, I can't bring you down to my level. I can't keep it hidden in my world. You deserve more. This is kind of like give me the vibes of the people who want to see you out in public. I feel like for pile number one, there's someone who has a crush on them, but this person hasn't made it known. Okay, so they hope to see you out, like because maybe they're a mutual friend, like maybe your mutual friend can bring you guys together or whatever it is, right? They hope to see you out and to get to know you that way, but they feel like maybe it's inappropriate for some reason to be able to just like approach you directly and be like, hey, do you want to go out? Again, this could be like a gym crush, a work crush, something where there's kind of in the way, or it's like not kosher, so to speak, to just ask you out. I hope that's the right phrasing. Anyway, guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and become an OG today so you can watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about the messages you need to hear from your higher self. Additionally, I do have a TikTok, the same handle, so you can check out more content from me. I do have a website as well, lunarlighttarot.com, if you want to book a personal reading with me. And of course, my new book, Cosmic Confessions, is now available on Amazon. Link is in the description. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Femme Fatale card, this carnelian crystal, this one is for you. Let's go ahead and get into what do people secretly want to tell you. And I'm going to start with the card that you chose, okay? So, pile number 2, a little spicy right off the bat, okay? People want to tell you that they find you physically attractive, straight up, okay? They love your back, especially. I just heard the Lil Wayne verse. What is that? I hate to see her leave, but I love to watch her go. So some of you guys have a really attractive backside, okay? Could be your bum, could be literally your back muscles. I just feel like that's true for pretty much all of you guys. Also, you have a little bit of this like coy way of being. Sometimes you don't maybe see that you are flirtatious, enticing. I think you guys have very enticing energy without really trying. As it makes you come across a bit coy as well. It's because like you don't know you're doing it, and so you come across like oblivious to your own allure, okay? But you're very alluring, you're very captivating, and very tempting, okay? Pile number 2 is definitely very tempting. People want to tell you that, but they feel like you'd be weirded out if they admitted to you that they find you to be sexy, they find you to, have a lot of attractive energy. That'll probably weird you out. So they keep that to themselves, okay? So that's what I'm getting from the card. Let's go ahead and find out more from the tarot. Today I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot to start. Let's go ahead and do it, okay? So what do people secretly want to tell? Pile number 2. Interesting. What do people secretly want to tell? Pile number 2. King of Wands. What do people secretly want to tell? Pile number 2. King of Cups. 9 of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. 4 of Pentacles. You're the kind of person that people want to hold on to, okay? They want a relationship with, they want a deep friendship with, they want to keep around in their lives. And also, you're the kind of person that people want to be seen with, okay? I'm picking up on arm candy. And I don't mean to make this so superficial. I mean, we're gonna see what messages come out, of course, but I am picking up here that people kind of see you as being so hot that you make people look good when you're seen with them. All right, it's a bit of arm candy, it's a bit of social status renovation. All right, I'm just saying, we live in a society. It is what it is. Like, you make people look good when you're seen with them or when you're associated with them. You guys definitely have that halo effect, I have to say. You have the halo effect. People want to tell you that. They want to tell you that they think that you're hardworking, you're beautiful, you're smart, you have all these great qualities, but they don't really know those things for sure. Like, they have inklings and they maybe can point at some proof, but really they think those things about you because you're so attractive, okay? You have the halo effect going, all right? So onto these cards you got here. The messages today are a bit spicy for y'all. I'm just going to say it, okay? We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. People feel like when it comes to you, there's no competition. And that's what they secretly want to tell you. You may feel like, oh, I got to share the spotlight with people. Like, everybody is on the same playing field. Like, I'm not more attractive than anybody else. Like, I'm just here. But you're not, though. Like, the thing is, you're more attractive than you think. And the things that make you attractive may not be the things that you suspect are of what they are, okay? What I'm getting with the Five of Swords in reverse is that there really is no competition when it comes to you, and people really do find you attractive, especially men, okay? Especially men, or whatever gender you typically tend to date, all right? I'll say that. Whatever gender you tend to date, these are the people who find you the most attractive, and they can't find themselves but be really, really drawn to you, okay? I feel like this is a dual message. People feel like you're someone who's very passionate, a go-getter, creative, innovative even, and you're very focused on your goals. But you also attract these kind of people, okay? You attract people who are very passionate and also somewhat intense, all right? Somewhat intense. Also, you attract people who are very emotionally mature and who like to kind of get lost in romance and beautiful, like sensual experiences. I know we're getting to the nitty gritty of it, okay? But what I'm picking up here is that for these people, there really is no competition. Like when you're in a room with other beautiful people, you may feel like, okay, we're all sharing the spotlight. We're all, we're all gorgeous. Like, if it's all girls and like girl gang, we're in here, right? But for other people, you take the cake. You don't think that way because you're not someone who is comparing yourself. You really try not to. And it's really healthy, right? Because comparison is a thief of joy. But when it comes to you, I'm just telling you, people are checking for you. I'm also picking up that what people particularly want to tell you is that they easily develop crushes on you. They go from being passionate and like almost in a a little bit of a sensual frenzy about you to being almost like enamored and admiring you and respecting you very deeply, okay? For you, it may start off with like a little bit of lust, but then it turns into admiration, respect, and a desire for emotional connection, okay? I feel like with this pile, you end up transforming players. Like they think that they want like a little bit of a hit and quit situation, and then they get to know you even just a little bit, and it turns into a no, I need this person around longer. Like, I think I want this person in my life. Like, I need to understand this person on a deeper level. There's also this level of spirituality to you that really entices people. There's like an air of mystery surrounding you, okay? And that mystery goes deep because not only do you have a mystery in like maybe what you practice or what you believe in, and that kind of gives you an air of mystique. Additionally, you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, okay? People want to tell you that you be stressing them out. You be stressing them out because they do not know what you think about them. All right. And it could go for romantic partners, but it also could go for, say, people who are trying to get to know you on a platonic level. All right. I'm just going to tell you this, pile number 2, people crave your validation. They really do. And I think on some level, you know that. I think you know it on some level, but you're like, oh no, like it's not like that for real. But you may feel that slight tension. You may feel that slight eagerness from other people to please you or to talk to you or to get to know you. There is that energy there, okay? And the truth of the matter is, when people don't know what to think about them, it low-key stresses them out, okay? So let's go ahead and continue. Very interesting message for pile number 2 to start. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? We have child, orphan. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? Take one that falls out of the deck. Okay, we'll take that. That works too. The other one that flipped over was storyteller. So I'll just tell you that people could like the way that you literally tell stories and the way that you communicate. You could also be a really great singer. Okay, people want to tell you that you're a great singer. They enjoy the sound of your voice. And that, yeah, you're an adept storyteller to the point where people really like hearing the stories about your life. I think you have a very interesting life story. People could like hearing the different aspects or like, adventures that you've gone through. All right. Then we have companion. All right, let's look at orphan, okay? Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. People want to tell you that they feel like you're very independent and that you're also kind of in your own world. This, again, is what makes people crave your validation, is because you don't need validation from anybody else. You're very independent. You're very self-sufficient. And it seems to other people The only person's opinion you really care about is your own, okay? And not in a, oh, like I'm above everybody kind of way, but more like in a, well, I have had to be there for myself. I've had to lift myself up through certain times. I know what's best for me. And I know where my integrity and my morals lie. Okay. People find that really, really attractive. There is not even a whiff of desperation on this pile. You know how to validate yourself from the inside out. Okay. Self-validation is really the theme here. And because you are so in tune with yourself internally, it makes other people reflect that same energy back to you. They are also in tune with you. Okay. Because you're so in tune with yourself. Yeah, people feel you have this kind of a dreamy, mystical, even out of this world type of energy, and that you're in your own little world sometimes. And that's why you don't really need anybody else, because you have a lot going on in your head as if people think about you or they secretly want to tell you. They want to tell you that they notice that you're in your own world, but they like that about you. They like that you're dreamy. All right, there's a certain aspect about you that's a little bit ethereal or out of this world. Some of y'all may be described as star seeds as well, or you could describe yourself as that. Next, we have companion. It says loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So people will describe you as a great friend. That's what people secretly want to tell you. You're a fantastic friend. You're a great partner, okay, romantic partner, and you're someone who people want to be around. All right, they enjoy your company. They feel like you bring a certain quality to group sessions. You bring quality of ease and like calmness to sessions, okay? And it's funny because you could be someone who, likes to laugh and be loud, and that's not really negating the fact that still you bring a calmness, you bring a stillness, and it is in the acceptance of other people around you. You can be very accepting of different types of groups, not just tolerant, but welcoming, inclusive. Okay. People love how inclusive you are. All right. And they feel like that makes it so easy to be around you, and it makes it easier for them to be themselves. That's a really beautiful quality. All right, pile number 2. Let's look at my white and yellow deck. So initially when I was shuffling in your energy, I did get this card at the top of the deck. It says boss, becoming rich and generous. And people want to say to you that they notice your money. All right. They could notice that you seem to be coming up in terms of your money. They also notice that you're very generous with your money. Like you could like to take your friends out to dinner. You could like to buy people drinks sometimes. Like you're very just like kind and generous. What else do we have? What people secretly want to tell? Pile number 2. Spiritual guru, high priestess, living divine path. Very interesting. They sense a spiritual quality to you. I would say it's not as obvious as pile number 1. But pile number 2, it's a little bit more subtle, and it comes across like a mystique. People notice that you have this spiritual edge to you, and they're very curious like what you do practice, what that's about. People also wonder if you're into the occult at all. They're very curious about that. To them, that makes you attractive, all right? I want to kiss between your thighs. I know, God, pile number 2 is spicy, all right? So people want to tell you that they want to do that. People really desire to see you in a state of undress. And it could be, just hanging out by the pool, or it could be as intimate as more of a shower. Like they're very curious about what your body looks like under your clothes. Next, we have badass, bad boy or girl, dangerous and hot. LOL, yes, you come across dangerous and hot. That's what they want to tell you. People definitely fantasize about pile number 2. 100%. 100%. What else do we have here? This person wants to take things to the next level. Okay, so people want to tell you that they want to take your connection to the next level with them. Again, people really are eager to please you. They're eager to get on your good side. They're eager to get to know you. This could be romantic, but this could also be just like a friendship. Like people want to be close to you. I want to say, does this pile have some like scorpionic energy in their chart? I know we have some Scorpios in the chat right now, because for you guys, there's energy. Don't get scared now, but there's like a little bit of energy of obsession here. Okay, there is a slight obsessive energy to this pile. And it's not that people want to like do anything absurd, but they really do want to be close to you and they really want your stamp of approval. Okay, look here. We have mysterious, sexy, charming, magnetic, and erotic. That was at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, again, you're very sexy and charming. Look at this. Look, I find you mysterious and sexy. I find you intriguing and mysterious. You're sexy. That just flew out of the deck. I'm telling you, pile number 2 is a bombshell. You're a bombshell. Other people secretly want to tell you. They don't know how to say that though. Just like in the beginning of the reading here, people don't want to weird you out with how attractive they really find you to be, okay? And I feel like for some of you, you're listening to this reading and you're like, Lunar, come on. My appeal is not that crazy. But I'm telling you, the things, how you think you come off is not how you actually come off, all right? You can go somewhere and be like, oh, I don't like my outfit. Like, I think I kind of look ugly today. Like, damn. But for other people, you are rocking it. Like, you are so fine. You just don't even know it. I think you're very used to your features. So other people see you, it's fresh for them, okay? Let's just say that, it's fresh for them. You also had at the top of the deck, at Casanova, easily attracts attention, main character. Yeah, you definitely have that main character vibe. Okay, let's see more. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? Your beauty makes people nervous. Come on now. You already know what it is. Yes, your beauty makes people nervous. What do they want to tell you? They think you may be too good to be true. So funny. Something about your energy is extremely mesmerizing. Yes. What do they want to tell them? You inspire jealousy in others. Yeah, some people do get jealous of your appeal. Because this is intense. This is really intense. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? They are trying to distract themselves from their feelings. Oh my God. Yeah, people have to like tone it down when they're around you because they don't want you to know that they find you to be so attractive. It's a little too much for them, you know? What do they want you to know? Oh my God, you will not believe this. Their desire for you is becoming uncontrollable. Y'all, they're not only good cards in this deck, I'm telling you. There are like some cards that are regular. You're getting all the hot ones. Okay, what do people secretly want to tell them? They were deeply impacted by a conversation with you. So again, it's not just your looks. You need to know that. Yes, it's your energy as well, but it's also your brains and the way you make people feel after they have a conversation with you. There's something about you having like some level of wisdom, especially wisdom that has been acquired through independence, all right? And you being self-sufficient that people end up kind of taking on, all right? They don't think of you as a role model, but you kind of end up being that for them anyway, because when people hear your opinions on certain things, they want to adopt methods and practices that you do because you've had success as an individual, okay? You are incredibly creative. What do they want to say to pile number 2? You're the full package, of course. What do they want to tell you? And you're naturally hilarious. Oh my God, I love it. I love it, guys. So we're not done yet. All right, we're going to get some channel messages from my new Oracle book, Cosmic Confessions, Channeled Secrets and Surprises. It's available now on Amazon. Guys, let's go ahead and see more about what people secretly want to tell you. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? What do people secretly want to tell pile number 2? Okay. I think you have a really pure heart. I'm a good judge of character. Other people have talked to me about you. They tried to convince me that you're the villain. At first I believed them. Then I noticed you have real talent and a kind spirit. You're not chasing clout or power. You really want to help yourself and others. You don't even talk badly about the people who hurt you. You're so kind. I'm sorry I believed those naysayers. They're so intimidated by your light. They look for every way to dim it. Just know that I'm on your side. No one really believes these gossipers anymore. They're just jealous and I can see why. That is very interesting. So you do have some people who are jealous and could be behind the scenes trying to spread some gossip about you, but it really just does not work for them because people can see your pure heart. Okay, what else do we have? What do people secretly want to tell my pile number 2 people? I've had a crush on you for a while now. I've been trying to hide it because we don't know each other too well. Honestly, what's not to like? You're so charming, attractive, and down to earth. I try to ignore it, but I can't help the way I feel. When you're around, I'm so drawn to you. You easily turn me on. It's like you naturally have all the qualities I'm looking for. I know it's unlikely anything could ever happen between us, but I can dream, can't I? You're the type of person anyone would be lucky to be with. Like I said, you're everyone's type. You are literally everyone's type. So there's people who have crushes on you as well. People have crushes on you, and some people who are low-key hating because you have this allure going for you, and it is strong. Okay, pile number 2, that is what I have for you. Hope that you enjoyed today's reading. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Go ahead and become an OG by clicking that red button down below so you can become an OG today and watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about what messages do you need to hear from your higher self. Okay, super interesting. Really excited to get into that. Additionally, I do have a TikTok. If you want to follow me over there, same handle, more readings. I also have a website, lunarlighttarot.com, if you want to book a personal reading with me. And once again, my new oracle book, Cosmic Confessions, is now available on Amazon if you guys want to pick up your own copy. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye. Hey there, pal number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Hedonist card along with the fluorite crystal, this one is for you. Let's go ahead and get into what do people secretly want to tell you. I'm going to start with the card that you chose, okay? It says, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Okay, not to be shallow, but off the bat, people want to tell you that you are extremely beautiful, all right? And I feel like sometimes you may not totally see that in yourself, but other people definitely see it in you, okay? People want to tell you that they find your hair to be very attractive, all right? So think about your jawline as well, or like your jaw. You could be coming into more definition in your jaw, and people have noticed that. People also like the shape of your lips, okay? People want to tell you that secretly they feel like you light up the room with your presence, all right? With the Hedonist card, it's like you bring this special energy of fun and lightheartedness wherever you go. I think sometimes people get the Hedonist kind of mixed up. They think this is somebody who is like overly sexual, but really being a hedonist is more about finding pleasure in different things. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily need to be like bad things. Okay, these could be you finding pleasure in little things in life. Okay, so I'm picking up that people secretly want to tell you that they love how positive you are. They love that you're someone who always looks for the silver lining, and that they feel like you, what is that called? You squeeze the juice out of life, okay? Like you do every last drop. So let's go ahead and find out more with tarot, okay? Today I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot to start. What do people secretly want to tell? Pile number 3. 8 of Wands. What do people secretly want to tell those who chose pile number 3? The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. Gotta cover this. Okay, put that there. Huge rock. Okay, what do we have? What do people secretly want to tell pile number 3? 5 of Pentacles. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 3? 5 of Cups. Interesting. The Tower in reverse. Now, for this pile, you might have just left someone's life intentionally. You could have just went through a breakup, a friendship breakup, left a job, you know, anything like that, okay? Let me just tell you, being outside of your life is cold. People definitely regret it, all right? I was going to leave this until when I got to these cards, but now that I've started, let's just go ahead and get into it. With the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, people feel like it is a big mistake when they do you dirty and are forced to leave your life. Okay, that's what they secretly want to tell you. Even people who betray you, people who kind of dog you out, and picking up on romantic interests that ended up being players, even still they realize like, oh, that was a bad idea. Because there's something about your energy that is so irreplaceable, all right? They can't find you in anyone else. And that's what makes you so rare and unique. Okay. I think some people assume that they will be able to find your qualities elsewhere, and that's why they feel like, oh, they're in the right if they were to let it go. But then they pretty quickly learn that, yeah, I should have kept this person around because they are a light in my life that no one else can supply. Okay. You bring a lot of magic into people's lives. That's what they want to tell you. You bring this element of magic, collaboration, new ideas that they really cannot replicate with anyone else. Okay. I'm feeling that you guys are almost visionaries when it comes to the kind of ideas that you have. You could be an inventor, low key. Some of you guys have amazing ideas for inventions, for businesses, how to scale a business, how to build your own. Like, you have these really amazing ideas. And no one else can really find someone with the same sort of visionary mind as you. It doesn't have to be just business ideas. It could be something in your field. I'm picking up that some of you guys could be amazing hairstylists, amazing music producers or artists. Okay, maybe like your medium could be music, your medium could be, like painting or drawing. You have these special skills that no one else can really replicate in your field. You may also be your field's best kept secret. And picking up on that, people do want to tell you that. They want to tell you that. I'm also picking up that if you do charge for your skills, people want to tell you that you sell yourself short, that you might need to charge more. Okay. Anyway, back to the beginning with the Eight of Wands and Three of Pentacles. People want to tell you that they see that you're quickly progressing when it comes to a skill or a craft. And they find that to be very, very impressive. You really dedicate yourself to whatever you want to learn. Okay. I feel like you are a lifelong student and you really do enjoy learning more about yourself, others, about certain practices or, areas of science. Like, you just find that kind of stuff really fascinating and interesting. And people find that to be fascinating about you. They love that you're someone who loves to learn and is always growing in yourself. All right. With the Eight of Wands, people also want to tell you that they feel like you're moving very quickly in life. All right. Like, you're getting to your goals very quickly. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here with the archetype cards. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 3? We have the monk or the nun. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 3? We have addict. All right. Monk or nun says selfless devotion to and single-minded dedication to spirit. People want to tell you that they actually see how your dedication to a certain religion, a spirituality, a belief has really propelled you forward in your life. Okay. Pile number 3, you're a natural manifester. Natural. You are able to bring experiences and opportunities into your life like that. All right. And sometimes you may feel like you're blocked in these abilities, but the truth is, as you come to understand yourself better, as you unlock new manifesting techniques, and get better with your craft and manifestation, it's like a muscle, like anything else. You will see that you have incredible power when it comes to manifesting. And what people want to tell you about that is that they can sense your spiritual power. They don't know how to necessarily like say that or like place it, but there's something about your energy that is heavy. All right. Not heavy with judgment or tension. It's heavy with importance. Okay. Your name holds weight. Your energy holds weight in the spiritual world. You mean something to people. And there's this energy of wanting to understand what you understand and to see spirituality from your point of view. You guys could be very faith driven. All right. Maybe you're someone who really enjoys prayer as a means of manifestation. You really enjoy having a deep connection with, our creator, with the universe, with God, right? All synonyms. And people can sense, they know that this connection is at the core of who you are and how you're able to get things done and have this have not necessarily an allure, but have that sense of, if you lose me, I'm irreplaceable. Okay? It's because you have that divine energy all over you. And this leads me to the second card, addict. People want to tell you that your energy is addictive. Straight up. All right? You are addictive to be around. It's hard not to want to be around you. All right? And I think that some people still tend to self-sabotage connections with you, again, because your presence is weighty, your presence means something, and subconsciously then people might feel like they can't measure up, and so they self-sabotage the connection with you, and still they find themselves on your page, looking through your Instagram story, trying to avoid liking your pics, okay, watching your TikToks, hoping that their name doesn't pop up in your views, something like that, okay? Something akin to that. I'm also picking up that for some people, you may have people trying to stalk you on LinkedIn, all right? Hoping that they won't pop up in your profile views. Like, that's what I'm picking up on, all right? People really can't help but keep tabs on you when they stop talking to you. They can't help but wonder what you're up to. And when they are in your life, people want to keep you very, very close. And they do cherish you if they have 2 ounces of sense. Okay, so let's keep going with my white and yellow cards. The top of the deck for you, as I was shuffling in your cards, is I'm really proud to be around you. I admire you. There's something about you that makes people want to understand you better. They feel like you have a really interesting life story. Okay, you have the kind of joy and positivity that doesn't come from naivete. It comes from having been there, done that, and understanding the difficulties of the world, understanding real hardship, real struggle. Okay, I know there's levels to that. There are always levels, but you do understand it. And you've chosen to adjust what you could, right? Change what you had control over, and do your best to live a happy life. People can tell that your happiness comes from this deeper place. All right. That's why they're proud to be around you. That's part of why your presence holds a lot of weight. It means something to be chosen by you, to be in your inner circle. It means something about your morality and your compass and your integrity and your drive in life. You don't just hang around anybody, you're selective. So people want to tell you that they feel honored when they're around you. They admire you, and it's for good reason. Underneath that, and usually I don't take the underneath, but this one's calling to me. I find you intriguing and mysterious. You're sexy. People also find you to be attractive, a little bit mysterious. What else do we have here? What do people secretly want to tell? Pile number 3. Okay. This one's on the floor. I like to say, if it falls on the floor, then it counts times 4. Okay. So I want to move forward, but a situation won't allow it. You have people from the past trying to come in and tell you that, come into the reading anyway, and tell you that, oh, I wanted to be with you, but a situation was just so difficult. Blah, blah, blah. People love to make excuses. Can we be so for real for a minute? If they wanted to, they would. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I love my viewers, so I'm always going to tell you guys straight up. If someone wanted to make something work with you, they would. All right. So I just can't stand the, oh my God, a situation won't allow it. Oh no, like I self-sabotage because of my mommy issues. Like, I hope you understand. Like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. We're adults. Can we get it together? All right. I think we're adults. Anyway, let me not go on a tangent, but yes, people secretly want to tell you that they wanted to be with you. They wanted to be your friend. They wanted to be in a relationship with you, but the situation wouldn't allow. Oh, okay. The situation has so much control, right? I mean, I'm getting upset. Anyway, give a like for me getting upset. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what else we have here. People secretly want to tell you that they're low-key a hopeless romantic for you. You make them into passionate lovers. And they don't think that they are that way until they meet you, okay? People have whirlwind relationships with you. And that may be a lot of your relationships are kind of like whirlwind. You meet somebody, you start dating right away. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I actually think it's kind of a good thing if you meet someone and they are intentional about dating you right off the bat, and continuing to set up steady dates, being consistent. I'm not talking about love bombing, guys. I'm talking about consistently dating you right after meeting you. You know what I mean? I think it's fine. But a lot of people get a little bit frenzied when they first meet you, and they end up being very passionate with you. And then some people end up in this situation where they're like, oh, I actually wasn't ready. I'm sorry. Oh my Lord. Anyway, what do they want to tell you? They want to tell you that your vibe is immaculate. You're very trustworthy, very, very trustworthy. People enjoy you. They feel like they can tell you anything. All right. And that you would accept them. All right. What does people secretly want to tell pile number 3? Oh, wow. We have a lot. We have, you can do better than me. Oh my, people are real from your past really want to talk to you. We have, I messed up and now I'm really feeling the consequences. I'm going to take that. I messed up, now I'm really feeling the consequences. You also have bitter, resentful, feels you owe them. Someone can feel that you owe them a conversation or closure, but you don't. And also, I'm scared. Someone could be scared to ask you for closure. Personally, I think closure is a myth. Okay? Listen, we don't live in this fairy tale world. Everything is getting wrapped up with a bow. Like, life is messy. All right. Not everything requires closure. Sometimes closure is just a way for people to open the door to come in your life and mess with you even more. All right. I can't do it. All right. On the back of the deck, we have eye-catching beauty, electric chemistry, and coquette. So once again, people just think you're very eye-catching. They want to tell you that they find you to be very, very attractive, and also that you can have chemistry with anyone. You have this way of maybe making people feel very safe when you're around them. Again, that they can tell you anything. They can really be themselves around you. I think you kind of catch people slipping sometimes because of that. But for the most part, yeah, people feel like they could just tell you their whole dang life story. All right, let's go ahead and look at some other ones in my made decks. What do people secretly want to tell you? You make them deeply consider their actions. That's what they want to tell you. I'm telling you, pile number 3, you have multiple people who are regretting losing you, and they're coming through hard in this reading. They really feel the consequences, and they don't want to come back into your life because they know you can do better. They're scared. They're scared of what you would even say to them, or the silence. The silence would be even worse, all right? But you make people deeply consider their actions towards you. They realize, like, whoa, what did I just do? We also have, you leave a long-lasting impression. You're impossible to forget. That's what they want to tell you. They can't forget you. You're irreplaceable, truly. All right, what do people want to tell pile number 3? Their friends find you attractive too. So when someone finds you attractive, the whole group usually does. All right. It's not rare for a whole friend group to find you to be attractive. You're one of those universally attractive people, or like most people will find you attractive. They can't wait to see you again. Okay. So people want to tell you that they enjoy your presence. They want you around. Aries vibes. You're a natural leader and pioneer. Okay. Aries gang. I'm also an Aries. Love that. So you're giving natural leader vibes. He wants to tell you that you're a natural leader. They feel like they're falling in love with you. Yeah, people want to tell you that they have developed feelings for you. They like you. They want to get to know you better. Okay. What do they secretly want to tell you? Scorpio vibes. You have a natural intensity that is undeniable. And I feel like it's subtle though. It's subtle. It comes out in the moments when you look at people in the eye and you hold it. Okay. When you hold eye contact with people, it comes out when you touch their hand and you have a moment with them. It comes out when you give people advice. It comes out when you talk about what you have to do for your own life to make sure that you're good and that you have boundaries in place. Like, there are these moments that you come across so, I don't know, so alluring, and it's pretty much accidental. It's like this intensity is almost accidental. But people want to tell you, your pouty lips are one of your best features. What do they want to tell pile number 3? You seem aligned with your dream life, unstoppable. Yeah, that's for sure. You're really honing in on your craft right now. What people want to tell pile number 3? They have dirty fantasies about you. Yeah, no surprise. Okay, back of the deck says you have a natural allure that turns people on. 100%. Guys, we're not done yet. We're about to get some messages from my new oracle book, Cosmic Confessions, Channeled Secrets and Surprises. This is my author's copy here, but it is now available on Amazon, okay? So let's go ahead and find out what do people secretly want to tell you from the book, okay? For pile number 3, what do people secretly want to tell them? For pile number 3, what do people want to tell them? Okay, this is interesting. I hope you know you're turning into quite the style icon. There are people you don't even know mimicking the way you look, talk, walk, and feel to be around. No one has got it quite right yet, but they're definitely trying. You're a rising icon, especially when it comes to your style and personality. I've seen you wear or do something, then 2 people imitate it in the same week. You may not have the biggest following, but you're still watched by many. Some people don't want to like your post or even follow you to keep you humble, but then will watch your every move. Just know, every time you step out, people take notes. Oh, okay, I love it. That's a fun one. Okay, gotta love that. Your style, that didn't really come up in the reading, so that's a really fun one that we got. Actually, you know what's interesting? At the bottom of this deck, as I was shuffling in your energy, you got the card, all the clothes that you wear are always so flattering, but I didn't take it because I was like, oh, let's just keep shuffling and see what comes out. But yeah, that's very interesting that that ended up being the channel message there. So let's go ahead and see what else we have. What do people secretly want to tell pile number 3? Okay. I'm going to go with this side, although both could be. Maybe I'll read both. Okay. I see you leveling up, becoming a boss, and winning. It's actually really inspiring me. Secretly, I send you blessings and pray for you when I remember. I like seeing you win because it motivates me to work hard. I really admire your work ethic. If you make a mistake, I see you take accountability, work on it, and do better right away. A lot of people don't have a growth mindset like you. You seem so humble too. And you're so attractive. I try not to be jealous. But seriously, I love your energy. Keep doing you. You inspire many people without even knowing it. Okay, pile number 3, I'm giving you an extra. Do not tell the other piles. Don't tell them. Okay, let's read this one. I feel like this one's going to resonate with you too. I've been thinking about you a lot lately. Have you cast a spell on me? Usually I don't believe in that kind of thing, but you have this pretty spiritual vibe. I find myself thinking about you a lot. I want to spend my free time with you. The more I get to know you, though, the more I realize I don't know you. You have so many layers to you. It's sexy that you're so complex. You intrigue me much more than others around me. I'm starting to feel possessive, like I have to have you. I'm holding back, but I'm so turned on by you. Do you feel the same? I want you badly. Ooh, I'm telling you, you definitely have a lot of people who do want you, pile number 3. And I think it is more than you assume. Anyway, guys, that is what I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading. Go ahead and give it that thumbs up down below, and also subscribe to my channel. Become an OG today so you can watch the OG reading. It's going to be all about the messages you need to hear from your higher self. Additionally, I do have a TikTok if you want to follow me over there. I do more videos with my face in them, so that's where you can see what I look like. I also have a website, lunarlighttarot.com, if you want to check that out. And of course, my new book, Cosmic Confessions, Channel Secrets and Surprises, is now available on Amazon. So if you want to get your copy over there, I would love if you would. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's reading. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello there to my OGs who stayed to the very end of the reading. I am so happy to have you guys here with me today. Thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into the messages that you need to hear from your higher self. I thought that today I would kind of switch the format up a little bit and kind of emulate one of the services that I offer, which is a 3-card reading. So in that reading, I get 1 card from the this one is the Rumi Oracle. There we go. It has a very long definition with like poems, things like that. And it's just a very like beautiful deck. And then I offset it with 2 other decks. or add on to it more like. Today I'm going to be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle and also one of the archetype cards. So we're going to get 3 cards, but believe me, the definitions for these 2 decks are very, very long. So kind of like strap in here. This is usually a really impactful reading, the 3-card reading, when I typically do it for my clients. So I thought this would be perfect for this topic, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Like I said, I'm going to get 1 card from each deck, okay? So what are the messages my OGs need to hear from their higher self? Interesting. Okay, it says King, enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. All right. What are the messages they need to hear from their higher self? Divine Source for my OGs. What are the messages? Okay, thank you. We have Pandora's Gift. Ooh, okay, I like it. And then for the Rumi Oracle, what are the messages my OGs need to hear from their higher self? Okay, I'm going to let the first one be it, okay? I'm going to put the bottom of the deck as a card that also came out. It says, The Impossible Made Possible. Interesting. Pandora's Gift. And also Let Love Transform is a card that came out. I feel like something is about to change in your life. Okay. That's what your higher self wants to tell you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read from the deck. Okay. And let's go ahead and see what these mean. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. For the archetype card, there isn't really a deep meaning to this card besides what it has on the card. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. I'm sure it'll kind of fit in like a puzzle piece as we read the other definitions. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. There is a mythic woman, much mal-aligned through history, whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us all, as our curious nature yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the questions and, in doing so, triggers the process that brings the answers. Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for a new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forgo your belief in judgment. Now's the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based belief in punishment. This is a belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection or that your natural human journey somehow renders you inadequate. Pandora frees the soul from such torment. This is her gift. The human journey necessarily involves learning through experience. There is no shame in your learning process. Pandora's presence is a sign of a new time, a time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. From this moment on, how unstoppable you shall become. Sacred rebellion is happening within your soul as a powerful uprising towards liberation. You are breaking free from the weighty criticisms of the world, from the power games that bore you senseless, and from the insanity of sacrilegious priorities in this world. Dare to disobey anything and everything that is not divine. Pandora is the leader of your soul revolution. She defies the vicious judgments of history and all that has been said about her. She shrugs off misery, despair, and the weight of the world to recognize that she is the bearer of the true and beautiful light of peace, comfort, hope, and reassurance. With her oracle comes the realization that you too are a divinely defiant believer in hope, who shall cast off the works of anyone who seeks to torment you. As the shift takes place, you shall dare to look within your own being and find light. You are not being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a you are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. There is a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. If you choose to develop and express this seed, step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in the world. So poke your tongue out at the naysayers and turn your attention to the bright hope within. You were born to strut your soul stuff. Interesting. To me, this almost feels like a remembrance of your talents and qualities that make you so unique and that make you a visionary and a pioneer in this lifetime. Okay? I think a lot of you are deconstructing some societal beliefs or norms that no longer really work in our favor, especially for feminine people, and reclaiming power and agency as you see fit. So, that being said, there is a healing process. If you'd like to follow along with me, or feel free to skip that. Okay, there's a healing process. So let's start that. It says, begin by grounding your attention in the here and now, away from daily distractions and your own thoughts. This process will take you beyond intellect into the purely intuitive knowing encoded in the divine light of your soul. Sit or stand comfortably and relax. Place your hands at your heart and close your eyes for a few moments. When you're ready, you can lower your hands and say the following, either out loud or in your head. My heart light is unmasked from shame, fear, and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. I bow only before divine truth, light, and love. All else is summarily dismissed. If you'd like to add a dramatic flair of some kind of hissing, yelling, tongue poking, or some other, I respect your right to live as you choose, but you aren't welcome in my soul, so get out action, feel free. Then take a few moments to imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that you are breathing divine light in and out of your heart. As you breathe this light, anything that is not for your highest good flies out of your heart, at the front, at the back, and at the sides. And the light simply grows and grows. Relax as you do this. It is so natural for the heart to amplify divine light. It is a way that the soul breathes. When you're ready, say the following out loud or in your head. I give the true divine beloved permission to guide me into the fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Place your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. You have completed your healing process. Isn't that beautiful? Very interesting. And we're not done yet. Let's go ahead and look at the let love transform. Now you guys see what I mean by these definitions are long. So yeah, they're very fun though. This one was like the shorter one out of the two. So let's go ahead and look at this one. So the Rumi Oracle is very beautiful because it has two poems and then also a healing ritual at the end. So let's go ahead and see how these three are going to connect. Here's the first poem. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. The second poem. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and it makes a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hollowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colors become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. Now here's a definition. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that is which unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through an endless, creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We were able to remain always in the heart. We would be constantly breathless. Were we be able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not even be a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead trust that it will be magnificent, perfection, literally the work of a great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time, when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I'm so happy to say that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life. But perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Okay, wow. I know that they speak in riddles a little bit, but a little bit. Isn't that so beautiful? This reading is saying you're coming to a new level and you're unlocking a gift that's going to help you to be more of yourself, a gift that's going to help you to trust the universe, trust in their timing, trust in their way, a gift that's going to help you to blossom. And they're also acknowledging that you have blossomed, you have triumphed, and if you don't feel that way, your triumph is right around the corner. That's what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. That there is this gift opening up for you, a gift that's going to make you possibly feel like a king, feel in control of your own domain, feel that You are this leader that you have been for so long, but you're starting to really see this and embody this in a whole new way. And it comes along with this deep trust in yourself and in your ability to co-create with the universe. You're no longer looking for the how this is going to happen. You're no longer saying, I need this specific person. I need this specific job to get to where I'm going. You're trusting, Lord, I trust you're going to send me the perfect job for me, whether it's this one or that one. I trust that I'm going to be in the most healthy relationship for me, whether it's with this person or a different person that you have for me. You're giving up the how in favor of the what. When we manifest, the most important thing we need to know is what we want to experience, how we want to feel in the end, not the how we get there. Okay? That is up to the divine genius, the great beloved, as they say in this book, that is referring to God, the great beloved who loves you so deeply that they would move mountains and create miracles for you to get what you want, but it all comes in the right timing, which may not feel like our timing sometimes. Okay, that being said, let's go ahead and look at this sacred honoring ritual, and you are more than welcome to perform this with me. It says, open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gifts of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul, just like that. When you're ready, place your hands on your heart and say out loud or in your mind, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Place your hands in prayer and bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. Well, guys, I know this was different. I definitely took you guys off the track, but I thought it was really, really beautiful. I'd love to hear you guys' interpretations as well in the comments of the cards. I feel like you guys are going to be able to get a lot by, going back, listening to certain parts. I just feel like this is about a gift and a transformation that you're undergoing that's going to take you to a new level that of abundance and prosperity and purpose that you've always felt was there for you, but now it's manifesting in a more physical and more tangible way. So I'm really blown away by the messages from your spirit guides. I think this is totally beautiful. Again, this is a copy of my 3-card reading. If you were ever interested in this sort of reading, I actually do this as a service. So I'm just putting it out there. Shameless promo. But yeah, guys, just thank you so much for watching and for being subscribed to the channel. And once again, not to make it a whole mush session, this is my favorite thing, is connecting with you all, reading the comments, doing these readings for you all. This brings an immense level of fulfillment to my life. And so I'm so grateful that you guys have given me this platform to be able to talk to you pretty much each day in some way and serve you and help you. And I hope the messages are helpful, and I hope that they're inspiring and they remind you of the truth of who you are, which is that you are divinely and fiercely made in God's image, the image of a creator. You are an incredible creator, an incredible manifester, and you do have the power to bring in the experiences that you want into your life. I believe in you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching my channel. I'll talk to you in the next one. Love and light. Bye-bye.